Wolverine, issue number 12, On the Run with Elizabeth Howlett. Let's get into it. Wolverine traveled to his family home, the Howlett estate, after receiving a letter from his mother, Elizabeth Howlett, imploring him to meet and help her out of trouble. A reasonable familial obligation perhaps, except Logan's mother died in that very house over a century earlier, taking her own life rather than live with the shame of her mutant son. So, Wolverine went looking for a trap and found his oldest enemy, one he believed himself he had killed, Sabretooth. A vicious fight ensued, but Logan was ultimately victorious in defeating his foe, before finally collapsing in the arms of his loving mother, or the person he thinks is Elizabeth Howlett. But it's truly the mutant mind manipulator known as the Mastermind. Mother and Master.
We gotta get you out of here, Ma.
You've grown strong, James. Strong enough to protect your mother.
I've seen such horrors these past few days, son.
But with you here, I feel safe.
Afraid we ain't safe yet. Gotta move before Sabretooth is back on his... What the hell? How'd you get away without me noticing? Guess it don't matter. This is our chance.
I'm so sorry, son. I'm slowing you down. I fear if you don't leave me behind, my frail constitution will doom us both.
Hey, now don't talk like that. I know you've been through a lot, Ma, but I'm here now, and I ain't going nowhere.
As we see the Mastermind smile upon Wolverine. Yellowhead Highway.
I can see how badly you need answer, James. You're kind, not pressing me for them. Kinda that I deserve.
Guess I'm still processing that you're here, that you're alive. Ma, everyone said you took your own. Everyone said you were.
It shames me to say the rumors you heard are true. That cruel night, our home became the stage for a bloody revenge tragedy, and I couldn't bear the pain. I can remember the pull of the trigger and the horrifically loud sound. Then there was only darkness and quiet. The next thing I knew, I was waking as if death was just a deep sleep. That brutish man, Sabretooth, was standing over me. He said he had brought me back simply to hurt me, and he said I had my son to thank for it.
Ma, I'm so sorry. The life I've lived, I've done a lot. I ain't proud of it. It's made a lot of people want to hurt me, and anyone who knows me knows the best way to do that is to go after the closest to me.
Ding, ding, ding.
Gonna have to stop. And at the next exit, we've been driving long enough. We should have some distance on Sabretooth now. You need food and sleep. Then we need to get you somewhere safe. Tomorrow we'll touch base with my friends who...
No, we can't.
What?
I'm sorry, James, but I've seen much frights in these past days. I'm in no shape for introductions to new acquaintances. The X-Men can't wait. We've been apart so many years, Shirley. We could take some time to...
I didn't mention the X-Men. How do you know that name? The Bulldozer, the Hikers. We've been this way already twice now. It's like we're driving in a circle, but the compass still says we're heading east. Something's seriously off here. Someone's messing with me.
And we can see Elizabeth Howlett's face all over the mind of Wolverine.
The word slips out of my mouth. Mama. But I know this ain't my mother. Suppose the rational part of me knows for a little while now that this is a false illusion. Dink. But the part of me that feels still needs it all to be true. It doesn't care about reality. It wants its mama. Dink. So I do the only thing I can. I kill that part of myself. Not sure how you mastered till now, but I know that must descend. Show yourself, Mastermind.
You finally figured it out then. I should be angry perhaps, afraid, and yet all I feel is sadness. As if I lost a child.
How'd you get so deep in my head, you sick bastard? You a telepath too now? Not just an illusionist?
My illusions have always worked directly on the mind. I've just come to fuller understanding of how, and you can thank the X-Men for that. Coccolo was like Florence during the Renaissance, geniuses doing the unprecedented left and the right. I would have been hard not to learn new things about my own gifts, and I spent 6 months after Coccolo's fall honing what I had learned. I am no telepath. At last, I've simply taught myself how to listen to the minds of my victims for inspiration in creating my illusions. to wreak revenge upon the X-Men. I plan to make you mine, to use you to strike at the others. Imagine my surprise when I reached into the bloodthirsty Wolverine's mind to fill it with illusion and found a terrified child. As I insinuated myself into your senses, I came to realize attacking you was beneath me. That there was no reason to defeat you, when I could parent you.
Dealt with a lot of sleazebags over the years, but Jason Weingart's one of the sleaziest. He calls himself Mastermind because his mutant powers of illusion let him treat other people like clueless toys. But this time, he's toyed with the wrong man. The letter, the estate, Sabretooth. How much of it was an illusion, Weingart? All of it? I don't know if it's his new illusion technique or being in sustained touch with my mess of a mind. But as Mastermind opens his mouth, I realize he's completely snapped.
Why, it was real to me, James, and we could make it real again. I could answer all your questions about.
My name ain't been James for a long time, bub. And the only thing I'm wondering is which limb I'm gonna slice off first.
No!
Shush! Magic show's over.
And Wolverine impales his claws right into the stomach of the Mastermind, causing blood to flash everywhere.
Grr! Damn it! I feel good for about 2 seconds. Then I realize I've been had. Another illusion. Should have known it wouldn't be that easy. But if that wasn't the real Mastermind, that means I'm still lost in illusion.
And we see Wolverine on a whole bunch of staircases leading to nowhere, going up, down, and every which possible direction.
I try to track Mastermind, but I feel like most folks must feel stumbling through the dark. No landmarks, no reference points, nothing to hold on to. I've been to the other planets, other time periods, other dimensions. I ain't easy to rattle, but this place is getting to me.
And we see Elizabeth Howlett's face with discerning scolding remarks.
There you are, you devil spawn. Of course, I left you behind. Look at you. Little beast, you're no son of mine.
You're right. I ain't your son. I'm Elizabeth Howlett's son, the real Elizabeth, and my mother wasn't a monster or a villain. She was a damaged, troubled woman stuck in a stifling life. She did the best she could, but she had to lash out at someone. I was just the safest target. I've been carrying the hurt from that my whole life, telling myself it ain't right to blame her for it. That's a man, just pushes it all down. But seeing how vulnerable I was to a low-rent mind game run by a scrawny dirtbag who smells like mothballs helped me realize it ain't right to blame myself either. I wasn't a monster. I wasn't a beast or a demon. I was a scared little kid who needed his mama, and I deserved something better than all the hurt I got. Well, look at that. You cut too damn deep this time, Weingard. But now it's my turn. Boop! Snink, snink.
Wolverine, with an incredible feat of mental reserve, is able to find an exit from Mastermind's prison.
The estate again, finding my mom, fighting Sabretooth, going on the run. Was it all just a head trips? I've been sitting in this room the whole time. Feels like I can't be sure of anything anymore. Where am I? What day is it? Who's alive? Who's dead? Feels like I can't be sure of anything anymore. The only thing I can be sure of, snink, is that the bastards behind it all.
Is this all you are, then, son? Just an angry animal who'd kill his own mother?
Killing ain't new to me. Hell, I've killed more people in my lifetime than most folks meet during theirs. I've been forced into killing, tricked into killing. I've done it when it ripped me apart inside. I've done it when it felt good. But this is different. Mastermind's twisted game is mocking every bit of pain I've ever felt, every stare and rejection, every loss and torture, and not quite death. Right now, I'm as close as I've ever come to losing my damn mind because of Jason freaking Weingard, and I never needed to kill so badly.
Wolverine goes in for the death blow, claws ablazing. Slice!
Ah! Shink! Slice! As I finish the job, my body seems to move on its own. My blood is pounding hard in my ears. So hard that I almost missed Mastermind's last words.
Are you sure this is real Wolverine? Will you ever be sure again?
And just like that, it's over. There's a rush of satisfaction in a moment like this, a sense that the world is right, but it never lasts. And as soon as that rush is gone, the doubt and the loss and the pain come calling again, like old drinking buddies you just can't shake. I need to get out of here now. With Mastermind dead, I half expect the HOWLETT estate to vanish, just another illusion turned to smoke. Hell, maybe I'm hoping it'll disappear. But the old place stays where it is, the bulk of it like a storm cloud against the sky. My past never did know when to call it quits. If I'm being honest, part of me still ain't sure what's real and what's not. But you gotta start somewhere. So I start with the ground beneath my feet. It's solid, but it has skid. Some kind of lesson there, I suppose. The rain releases all the buried scents of the land. It starts to smell like life and possibility, the way it did when I was a kid. I tell myself, this at least is real. I tell myself, it's gotta be.
Next, Godfather for a day. Next, here comes the Clawfather in Wolverine issue number 13.